Hello, folks. It is time for another Lupinranger vs. Patranger unboxing, and I think today's is going to be a pretty fun one based on what I've seen from it in action in the show. What we have here is the Lupin Magnum. I'm not sure if it requires batteries. We'll have to check it out when we get inside. But basically, it is a new weapon for the Red Ranger, for Lupin Red. And Lupin has been getting a lot of the stuff. It was pretty obvious they were the cooler looking bunch, but a lot of the merchandise has been going their way, especially as of late. So, you know, the rich get richer. For those of you who watch like Patranger, this is very similar in the sense that it's a weapon that is also a mecha. There was a sword that turned into a mecha. This one is more like a, this is a gun that turns into a mecha. It's a nice little red deal. You know, there was a wheel guy in Patranger, so it's not a new concept. Heck, there was a warrior wheel in Zeo. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so he's got multiple modes. He can be a weapon, and then that weapon can combine with the changer. He has a mecha form, and then that mecha form can also attach arms. So like I was talking about in my last video about how I wanted more bases, so to speak, for the mecha, so that all the extra arms that they have could be more useful. And look, right here, they just found a way to utilize a couple of them, so that's very cool. Anyway, we are going to crack this open. You look at the box, nice picture of the Lupinrangers. Same thing on the back. They got Lupin X in there. You know, it's a nice, cool little picture on the side. Again, continuing this interesting theme they have where they have a flap, but instead of it being like hung up like it would be in American stores, the flap is in the front. So it gives you a bigger picture, but the box is not as big as the flap. But anyway, that's just how they do it. That's what their aesthetic, I would say, for this season is. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what we have. Oh, you got multiple tapes. Oh, multiple tapes. There we go. All right. Box open. Get the instrucciones. Looks like... Alright, so it looks like this one requires watch batteries, LR44 it says. So I don't actually have to add batteries myself because those usually come with it. So that's good. Very simple. Put this back in. Slide it back in the box. So it's out of my way. So I can just show you this Lupin Magnum. Okay, get the little tab out, the Try Me tab that keeps the batteries fresh. And then there we have the Lupin Magnum. It's got some heft to it. So simple little noise. And then we turn this. You heard that? It's a dialyze, and so basically that noise from just turning it is the noise it makes when it transforms. But then, let's see what else can it do. Because I know this has like little, because it has extra noises. I think maybe if I go the other direction. Okay. So I think the other noises are for when it's actually changed or when it's combined with the weapon. So we can take a little quick comparison between the changer and the Magnum. As you can see, the Magnum is a little bit smaller. It doesn't have the giant handle, which takes up a lot of space. But overall, you know, they're pretty comparative because I mean this is wider as well. So it's kind of a nice 1-2 combination, so to speak. But then you can see right here is the connecting piece. I don't know if it's... I'm not sure if they both make noise, just him. Right, so let's... Oh. So not sure if you heard that, but every time you turn it, it counts in French. It goes un, deux, trois, which is 1, 2, 3 in French. And as you know, if you've been watching the series, French is a big component of this. I think that's kind of a thing in Sentai where they like to just take another language. There's always obviously some English in there, but for example, there's Kyoryuger, which has like a lot of Spanish in it. So it's definitely a thing they enjoy. And yeah, it is a little awkward when they combine like this, because I kind of thought there'd be a way to like make them side by side, but this is the way he does it in the show, is that he holds this like normal and this is a side. And as you know, if you've watched any sort of a crime drama out there, if you hold a gun to the side, it makes it much more effective. So yeah, this doesn't actually make any noise itself. So that was just there to connect it, just to really push these down and activate it, so to speak. So now as far as transformation, let's do that. This folds down. Bam. So the legs immediately split apart when you fold them down. So that's very, very simple. And then these parts go back. It looks like a pretty basic transformation. And you flop them down. And so the arm's already ready. And then you just pull the little chest piece out. And really, that's it. Let me take a quick check, double check. Yeah, that's really all there is for transformation for him on his own. So, you know, it's a very simple little transformation. And in the same sense that the mecha has the giant handle sticking out on the back, this is the same way, and even more kind of in the sense that it's got a giant handle out of the back too. So proportionally, this is definitely lacking. You know, I mean, the arms are practically hollow, as you can see, the upper arms, and the legs are much bigger proportionate wise. Compared to like Zuban. Zuban actually looks a lot better because it really folds out and feels like a full sword, and it feels like a full mecha on its own. So it definitely wins in that department. But this is still just a cute little robot. I like his little mask. He's got the same sort of mask that the Phantom Thieves have before they morphed. So that's a very cool little deal. He's got some abs. Check out them abs. So he doesn't want to make any unique noises when he's transformed. In fact, both directions just give you that that no sound deal. Oh, and with the when it's combined with the other gun, actually, if you do each number individually, you can get a different sound as well. But I didn't get to that. And now, as far as the final transformation is with the arms, is it says you put them back up, like you just fold them back. You're not really doing anything special with them. But then you can just put in any other pair of arms. The default combination, since red is using the mecha, is to just use blue and yellow the same way you would normally. Like this. And I'll actually say that when outside of the hands that are sticking out in the back, I think this actually looks a lot better. Like the proportions are much more believable. They fit a little bit better. He is definitely kind of, a chunker in the sense that he's kind of like a gorilla looking dude, proportionate wise. But overall, it looks really nice in that mode. It is a little wobbly, I'll say that. The joint is a little wobbly. It's not like gonna fall or anything or break, but it isn't as like rock solid. And maybe it's just my version of it. Maybe or maybe it's all of them, not sure. But again, I still think that's a really cool, fun little combination. And again, this isn't super expensive. It's about the price of a changer, maybe a little bit less actually. So it's a fun little addition to the team. And like I mentioned before, it uses up a couple more of the arms, which is fun if you want to make a bunch of different combinations. So in that sense, I actually really dig it. So yeah, that's definitely a fun little addition to the Lupinranger collection. And that's all I really have for you guys. I think that's just a neat little bonus video, almost, so to speak. So, you know all the good stuff by now with the liking and the commenting and the subscribe. I don't need to keep going through all that for you. You know about ringing the bells. But yeah, I just really appreciate you guys hanging out here, checking out this sweet new Lupin dealio. And yeah, if you're watching the actual series, I think I haven't said this in a while, please tell me what you think of it. Personally, I really enjoyed from episode to episode. I think it's a little bit lacking on an overall plot, but the characters are a lot of fun, and each, singular episode is very entertaining. It's probably, I would say this and the last season, Q-Ranger have been definitely a step up. Because the stuff that came before that, the Tokyuger, the Ju-Oger, wasn't really my cup of tea, by and large, but I've been having a lot of fun. A lot of room for improvement, but definitely a lot of fun. So, as far as videos go, as for what's coming up, there's a regular Loot Crate. I did get Loot Anime just this month and this month alone because it has Dragon Ball Z and My Hero Academia stuff in it, which are two of my favorite franchises. So there will be a video for that one. Lupinranger, Patranger goes. I have Jackpot Striker coming soon, so that will be a video for you. And other than that, there isn't a lot in the pipe right now. I do have another sit-down video plan, but I keep saying that, so I really should just stop saying it until I actually get to doing it. But that is it for now. And until next time, I am Jeremy, aka Captain Subpar, telling you that forever and always I am going to be King of the Geeks. Yeah! Woo! Here we go. Get up. Okay, so, check him out. He's got that little mask, and, the mask is cool and all, but check out them abs. Yeah, someone's got some abs, baby. Booyah!